Cowboys Nation, hold on to your hats. Dak Prescott just dropped a bombshell about his contract talks, and it's the news we've all been waiting for. Is the star quarterback about to sign the biggest deal in Cowboys history? Stay tuned, because we're breaking down all the details and what it means for America's team. This is one video you can't afford to miss if you bleed silver and blue. Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a diehard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. All right, let's dive right into the biggest story that's been buzzing around Cowboys fans for months now, Dak Prescott's contract situation. Now, if you've been living under a rock, let me catch you up real quick. Our star quarterback has been in ongoing negotiations with the Jones family and the Cowboys front office for what seems like an eternity. But folks, it looks like we might finally have some light at the end of this long, winding tunnel. In a recent press conference, Dak Prescott himself dropped some major hints about the progress of his contract talks. And let me tell you, it's looking good, really good. But before we get into the juicy details, let's take a quick look back at how we got here. Now, Cowboys fans, we all know how crucial Dak has been to our team's success. Since taking over as the starting quarterback, he's led us to multiple playoff appearances, broken numerous franchise records, and become the undisputed leader of America's team. But with his current contract set to expire after the upcoming season, there's been a lot of uncertainty about his future in Dallas. The Jones family has repeatedly expressed their desire to keep Dak in a Cowboys uniform for years to come. Jerry Jones himself said, and I quote, "Dak is our quarterback of the future, no doubt about it." But as we all know, talk is cheap in the NFL, and it's the numbers on the contract that really matter. So, what exactly did Dak say in this recent press conference that's got us all excited? Well, buckle up, because here's where things get interesting. Dak started off by addressing the elephant in the room head-on. He said, "I know there's been a lot of speculation about my contract situation, and I want to set the record straight. I love Dallas, I love this organization, and I want to be a Cowboy for life." Now, that's nothing new. We've heard Dak express his loyalty to the star before, but it's what he said next that really caught everyone's attention. Very soon, folks. Those are the magic words we've all been waiting to hear. But Dak didn't stop there. He went on to drop a few more hints that have us thinking a deal might be closer than we thought. Dak mentioned that he and his agent have had multiple meetings with Stephen Jones in the past week alone. He emphasized that both sides are working towards a fair deal that works for everyone. Prescott specifically used the phrase long-term commitment when discussing his future with the team. Now, I don't know about you, but that sure sounds like the language of a man who's on the verge of signing a massive contract extension. But let's break this down even further and look at what a potential new deal for Dak might look like. First off, we have to consider the current quarterback market. Just this offseason, we saw Joe Burrow sign a 5-year, $275 million extension with the Bengals. That's a whopping $55 million per year, making him the highest-paid player in NFL history. Now, Dak's numbers stack up pretty well against Burrow's, and he's got more experience under his belt. So, it's not unreasonable to think that Prescott could be looking at a similar deal, if not slightly higher. My prediction? I think we're looking at a 5-year extension worth somewhere in the neighborhood of $290 million. That would put Dak at around $58 million per year, setting a new benchmark for quarterback contracts. But here's where it gets really interesting. In his press conference, Dak also hinted at the possibility of a more team-friendly structure to help the Cowboys manage the salary cap. Now that, Cowboys fans, is music to our ears. It shows that Doc is not just thinking about his own bank account, but about the long-term success of the team. This could mean a contract with a lower cap hit in the first couple of years, allowing the Cowboys to re-sign key players and make a real push for that elusive sixth Super Bowl. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. But Tony, is Doc really worth that kind of money? Can he lead us to a Super Bowl? Well, let me tell you why I believe the answer to both those questions is a resounding yes. First off, let's look at the numbers. Since entering the league, Doc has thrown for over 24,000 yards and 166 touchdowns. He's led the Cowboys to 3 division titles and multiple playoff appearances. And let's not forget his leadership qualities. This is a guy who commands respect in the locker room and leads by example on and off the field. But more importantly, Doc has shown continuous improvement year after year. His accuracy, decision-making, and ability to read defenses have all taken significant leaps forward. With offensive guru Mike McCarthy now fully settled in as head coach, I truly believe we're about to see the best version of Dak Prescott yet. And let's not overlook Doc's work ethic. This is a guy who's always the first one in the building and the last one to leave. He's constantly working on his craft, studying film, and finding ways to get better. That's the kind of quarterback you want leading your franchise for the next 5 to 7 years. Now, I know there are still some doubters out there. There are fans who point to the lack of playoff success and say that Doc isn't the guy to get us over the hump. But I'm here to tell you, those people are dead wrong. Yes, the Cowboys haven't made it past the divisional round with Doc at the helm. But football is a team sport, and you can't pin those losses solely on the quarterback. We've seen flashes of brilliance from Doc in the postseason. Remember that incredible game against the Packers in his rookie year? Or the clutch drive against the 49ers last season? The pieces are falling into place, folks. We've got a strong offensive line, dynamic weapons in CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks, and a defense that's only getting better under Dan Quinn. With Doc locked up long-term, this team is primed for a serious Super Bowl run. And while you're at it, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to America's Team Central for all the latest Cowboys news and analysis. We've got some exciting content coming up, including exclusive interviews with current and former players. So you definitely don't want to miss out. All right, Cowboys fans, that's all we've got for you today. But rest assured, we'll be keeping a close eye on this Dak Prescott contract situation and bringing you updates as soon as we have them. Remember, you heard it here, first big news could be coming very soon, and it looks like it's going to be great news for Cowboys fans everywhere. That's the end of today's video. I will see you guys in the next video. If you liked the video, please make sure to subscribe the channel for more upcoming videos.